I'm Sophie Schlesy here at Sundance 2012 in the THR Video Lounge at Village at the Lift, here with Lynn Shelton and Mark Duplass from Your Sister's Sister. Hi guys, how are you today?
Hi, We're good. How's it going?
Good. Now, tell me a little bit about what it feels like to be back at Sundance together again.
It's awesome. It's awesome to be here under any circumstances, but it's great to be back together as well. It's really nice.
We're like Tango and Cash at this point, or like Chips, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we show up together and make weird movies. Yeah.
I was at the screening yesterday morning, and you were unfortunately unable to make it. Can you tell me a little bit about your journey to get to Sundance?
Snowmageddon has hit Seattle, or it did. I think it's all gone now, but we had the first ice storm we'd had in 2 decades, and so I spent a couple days, or 36 hours, give or take, trying to get here from Seattle. So yeah, it was pretty devastating. I had just, when I just missed, or they just canceled yet another flight, and my producer Steven called and said, "Do you want to do this over the phone?" I was like, "Sure," and I was like, it was nice. It was actually a nice little boost in the middle of an otherwise very grim day. But I did make it before the Q&A of my evening show, and that just made me so happy, because for me that's the big payoff, is actually getting to interact with the audience. You don't get that anywhere but at festivals, and Sundance is one of the best places to do it of all. So.
The screening that I was in had a really, really positive reaction. Everyone seemed to love it. For maybe those who haven't seen it, can you tell a little bit about what the story is about?
Mark?
Sure, yeah. I play a guy named Jack. He's recently lost his brother. He's best friends with Iris, played by Emily Blunt. And you know, she's realizing he's not in a good place in his life. She sends him to her family's getaway house on an island to get some alone time, but little does she know that her half-sister was already there. So what kind of ensues is this sort of bizarre take on kind of a love triangle and comedy of errors with these 3 people, you know, trying to find their attraction in life.
Okay. So how did this project come to be?
Mark came to me with the idea, actually, and then we brought in the other actors, and so it was sort of the kernel of the idea, and then we developed it with, you know, all 4 of us for a number of months, and then got together and shot the thing, kind of like summer camp. It was like a very small crew. We were all on location together, living together, 12 days, very intense, and yeah, really, really, really fun.
You shot the whole thing in 12 days?
12 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I mean, the whole story is pretty much carried on the 3 actors, so can you tell me a little bit about what it was like in sort of the intimacy of the set, if there are any kind of funny stories from the set?
Well, having the intimacy and having the sense of, like, we are here to make a movie that is performance-based is key for these kinds of movies, you know? We have a very strong outline of where the movie is going and some dialogue to lean on, but a lot of it really is just improvised, you know? So Lynn does a really great job of setting up an environment that we can just go, 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 go. I mean, most movies, they shoot for, you know, maybe an hour total in a 12-hour day. We shoot about 11 out of 12 hours, and we just shoot and shoot and shoot. And the movie kind of comes together a lot in the editing process.
Yeah, it's really written. The final draft of the script is definitely written in the edit room, yeah.
Okay. Now, Mark, this isn't your only film here. You also have Black Rock, I understand, right?
I have a movie called Black Rock that my wife directed, that I wrote for her and helped produce. That is, it's great. It's this kind of, it's almost like a Deliverance with Girls movie that Katie directed with her. She stars in it along with Lake Bell and Kate Bosworth. And then I acted in another movie called Safety Not Guaranteed, which Lynn is also in, which we shot in Seattle. So we're, you know, it gets a little incestuous around these parts.
It's true. And it was a very similar crew, too, expanded, but all my sort of peeps shot the thing, too, so yeah, great.
Obviously, you 2 are here to work and promote, but what are you doing for fun in the in-between times?
Well, I'm on the U.S. Dramatic Jury, so I'm seeing 16 films in competition. That's my fun.
Yeah, the fun for me at this point really is all about finding the greatest free food that I can find. It's a challenge, and I look forward to seeing what I can do this year.
What is the best place to eat in Park City?
Well, it depends what you're looking for. This is a 3-hour-long conversation if you really want to have it. But there's a restaurant on Main Street called 350 Main that's like really great. We love that one.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Great
Thanks,
to have
Sophie.
you. Thank you for watching. For more Sundance coverage, continue checking back at thr.com.